Greetings to all my sweet little children. How are you today? Hopefully you're fine and happy and healthy. So today we are going to make a flower like this. It's called a Kawasaki Rose. It's an origami design that is quite famous in Japan and other countries. It's a beautiful rose that you can make with one piece of paper. Kawasaki Rose is what we call it. So lots of you have asked us how to make the Kawasaki Rose. So I'm going to show you, and it's going to be a bit hard, but I want you to stop the video, pause the video and watch over and over. But do take your friends and parents' assistance to do this. So if it's hard, you know what to do, how to make it now. Right, so we need a paper where we have two colors on either side. I think it is best if you take a paper like that, because otherwise the complicated steps will be hard for you to follow. So be careful and follow step by step and watch what I'm doing. Now fold it in half like this. Now you don't have to be in a hurry to do this. Now this edge comes to the middle line, and this edge again you have to fold backwards to the bottom edge. And then can you see that part that we have pressed down? So now we have to bring the two edges together, that edge to the bottom edge, and press it down. And the same thing to the other side. Fold it in half, then fold it backwards, then this edge comes to the lower edge. Don't change this in any way, because the folding lines are very important for the perfect making of our flower. And now see, it's like a fan. Now we are going to do the same thing to the other side. Make sure that the square is perfect. Then do the same thing that we did earlier. Now the edges align. Now this edges, the edge that comes out has to always be without the color, the side of the paper without color. Same thing on the other side. Folded it inside, now folded it outside. Fold it in half again to the back. And a fan shape is there on this side as well. Now there are small squares everywhere. See, you have 8 squares on one side. So altogether 64 squares, 8 into 8, right? Because the number of squares is very important to get the rose right. You can try with a lot of paper to make this and learn about this. Now we have turned the paper around. Now you are going to use the numbers of the squares. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4. These squares need to be folded in like this to make a triangle. Now I will tell you again. The 4 corners, the 4 squares in this one corner, you have to fold it in like a triangle. And then you have to do the same thing to all 4 sides, all 4 corners. So this part makes the petals of the outer side. Now we need a little square in the middle, and how we make it is by turning the paper around, and this edge goes and meets the upper edge where you have a middle line in the corner. Now we have to find the middle, and then we have to make sure we are pressing down on only 2 pieces of squares. Do the same thing on the other side as well. Now see, now this is the middle of the paper, so put a little mark here so it's easy to identify, and we have to press down only until 2 squares are pressed down on either side. So do the same thing on all 4 sides. Now all 4 sides we have used to make a smaller square. Now I'm going to draw the square to make it easy to identify and follow to do the flower. Now this corner, see, has to come and meet the middle part of the triangle here. Then without pressing the whole thing down, just this side, from a bit beyond the middle of this place, we have to press it down. There are 3 small triangles. Okay, so press it down where you get 3 small triangles. So here 1, 2 small triangles are there. So then this corner, this edge comes to the middle where you have this line here, like this. Okay, now if our squares are perfectly emerging, then it is quite easy for us to make the flower like this. Then here this piece, this little line here, you have to push back with the finger so that there's a little triangle coming here, and then from this top we have to push it down so that this line or this edge comes and meets the other edge. Now push it down. Now we are not doing anything to the other sides. Now do the same thing to the other 3 sides. Now see how we are drawing the line, and then because then we are running across that line, then folding it where you have 3 triangles, then this line needs to be brought and touch the line here and push it down so they would align. Then open it up slowly and the small triangle comes up like that. Now we are doing the same thing on the other 2 sides. 3 triangles, then do this, the folding. Just one more side. Okay, all done. Feeling tired? Then pause the video a bit and take a small rest. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to draw a straight line from the square in the middle. Think that we have a line going like this. Then along that line we have to fold the entire thing like this, but don't fold the square part, right? Until the square is reached, you can press it down. Now look, there is the shape of the rose that is emerging right now. Now we have another 2 lines coming out of the square in the middle. So you have to push the 2 sides in so that 2 sides come up and 2 sides come to the other side. Now it looks like a top. So now see, it folds down onto one side and the other folds onto the other side without an issue. See, there's nothing for you to do much as long as you do it right. Now there are 4, so when you fold it this way and the other on the other way, other to the other way, we have to open it up now, right? This folding line is here and the folding lines, we have to press down on those as they are. Now it looks like a windmill, a toy windmill. So that's our basic shape. So we'll have to have about 5 of these to make the roses quickly. Now open it up completely. So this is how it's made. Now you must be feeling very sad about opening it up, but don't be. Now this line, can you see? Now these 2 squares here need to be folded like that. Okay, so can you see that there's this line from here to here, and that there's a diamond shape also that emerges from here. So fold it in. Although there's no folding line, think that there's a folding line and press it in so that we get a diamond shape. Now there's no line here, but we are going to press on 2 squares, and then from the square in the middle we have to press it down like a diamond cut into 2, like the diamond shape cut into 2. So this diamond, and fold it in like this. We are creating a line here, doing it on all 4 sides. Now see, the flower is emerging. Now when you do it like this, when you hold it like this, you can see that there are little lines coming out of the flower. So take one of these lines, take one of these edges. Let's say we take this, then look at that line. You will see that there is one triangle here. So put a little mark there, and now there's a line coming to the side. So on top of that line we are going to fold. Do the same thing. Put your finger down and fold it in like that, and fold it in so that it comes up, it pops up. Now if you press it down slowly, the basic shape of the flower is complete. Now the shape is there, so we need to make the petals of the flower, which we will need, for which we will need paper clips, 4 paper clips. So see, when you put them together, they have a little piece sticking out, a white triangular shaped. So we have to press it down hard. Can you see? When we press it down, there's a little piece coming here, that red piece. Now the red piece, the red triangle, we have to fold it backwards. See, the triangle like this is folded backwards, and then push in a paper clip because it makes it much easier to make. Then the triangle that we folded is here, and there's this little triangle here and a folding line. This corner, this edge comes to the middle here. There is an earlier folding line there, so use that. Then the white piece will come out like this, and when you get a triangle like this, put on a paper clip. Push down the flap, that little triangle. Now this corner or this edge needs to be pushed in like this. Now another paper clip. The bigger triangle goes back and the edge comes to the middle edge, and the white triangle covers it up. Then again a paper clip. Then when you come to the last one, take off the paper clip, do the same thing, but once it goes inside only should you put the paper clip again. Now our rose is almost complete. I'll show you how to make it. Now there are 4 pieces like this towards the end, so that's what we are going to make now. Now it's all fitted together perfectly. Open up one where you have had a paper clip, remove it and open it up, and now divide it into 2. Now this line and this line has to come together. See, look carefully, and when you do that, there's a little triangle that is divided into 2 like a diamond shape. This part here you have to be carefully fold it in, otherwise if you're not careful the flower will get crumpled. So now we are already making the bottom part of the flower, and open it up. The white triangle comes to the other triangle. The small triangle comes up, is pressed up, and then we fold it down like that. Do the same to the other flowers. And this is the last petal. Now when you get the diamond shape, you have to press it down to the other side. Now all 4 parts have been made, so push them in down, one above the other, and then the last one we can put a little paper clip or something to hold it fast. Doesn't it look like magic? It's a magical flower, a beautiful rose. Now you can also open it up a bit so that it's not crumpled anymore. So from where you have the triangles, you can press it out so that the flower opens up a little more. Now it has to be done like this. See how pretty the flower is. Just one piece of paper we used and we made a flower, a rose that will look like a real rose. It's a Kawasaki rose. See and make it and see how happy you will feel once you do finish it, and take your parents' help to do it. You can make it into different things, like into a vase, or put it into a box as a flower and give it as a present, or do anything you like with it. So see, there are so many flowers inside here, inside this. I love these sort of origami creations, and I want you also to try with your parents and your older brothers and sisters. So like, comment and subscribe. We will come back soon. Be ready and don't forget to stay with us. Goodbye.